I remember we had a conversation in the middle of the program where I said if we're at 6 weeks, he'd made such a breakthrough with his sleep, with speaking sentences, with his being less hyperactive and improving his focus. And I said to you, if I told you 6 weeks ago that in 6 weeks your son will be less hyperactive, will be sleeping the whole night, will be speaking sentences, and will not always be wetting the bed, you wouldn't have believed me, and then you just laughed.
Yeah.
That's so true. You would never have believed you'd have this transformation in 6 weeks.
Yeah, you did say that.
So you have hope now finally for your son, and you feel like you found a solution for him because he's made so much. He's made a great breakthrough in 2 months. Thank you, Saruf. Okay, Saruf. So, do you want to tell me what your son was like before you started the program? How old is he, and what was he like? What was his experiences like?
My son, he's 7 years old, and before he joined the program, obviously he's autistic and nonverbal. He's very hyper active, and then he's always making a lot of noise, like jumping around, rolling around, a lot of energy. He has a lot of energy. So, and he could take some time before sleeping in the night as well, or maybe he wakes up during the night and then it takes a while for him to go back to bed, and coupled with bedwetting as well and all that. So that was him before the program.
So your son, so your son is 7 years old, because I just want to summarize it so people understand. So your son is seven years old. He's in year 2, and he's always had support at school. But in year 2, and at 7 years old, you still found that he was very hyperactive. Mm-hmm. He was still nonverbal.
Yeah.
He wasn't sleeping the whole night. I remember you saying his typical day was 9:30 at night until 1 a.m. and then he'd just stay awake until 6 or 7 before feeling sleepy again.
It depends, because it's not consistent. Sometimes he will sleep in the night, and then sometimes he will wake up around 2-3 a.m. and then that's it. He doesn't sleep again till 6 in the morning. Then he sleep back. So.
And when you have to start getting ready for school and he's about to fall asleep because
that is 6 o'clock in the morning, because he's supposed to get up for 7 o'clock to get ready for school, and that's the time he wants to sleep back.
And he was still nonverbal. And I remember when you said he was making a lot of noise, I remember you saying that he used to make the
sound a lot. Yeah.
15 hours in a row, right? You said that he
used to make a lot of I don't know where he's getting that from, but even for over excitement he's making that noise of so he's never tired of it.
And he was just very, very hyperactive, jumping up and down, and it seemed like he never had enough energy to release. He was always so hyperactive.
Yeah, he was always he has a lot of energy, always running around.
Okay, so you joined in September, and now it's been 2 months since that. And another thing you said about and he was always wetting the bed every single night, right?
He used to wet the bed a lot, but then not every single night.
Okay, so I remember you saying he used to wet the bed either every single night, or you'd wake him up at 4 a.m. to take him to the toilet.
So when I wake him up at 4 a.m. for to go toilet, and then he doesn't stay back.
Yeah. So that was always a problem. He was either
that was always the problem. So that's why sometimes when I'm really tired myself, so I just leave him. I don't wake him up, and then I know he's gonna wet the bed, but then it's fine. So that I leave him to have a bit of sleep, especially if he doesn't wake up by himself, because sometimes when he wet the bed, the cloth is wet on him. Yeah. And then he would just get up and
so you'd either wake up to the toilet in the middle of the night, or he'd wake himself up because his clothes are wet now.
Yes.
And that was your regular routine from when he was born until he was 7 years old and you joined the program.
Yeah.
Okay. So and so I remember when we first started, you had 6-month goals for him, and your 6-month goals were to decrease his hyperactivity, to increase his focus, to sleep uninterrupted the whole night, and to increase his speech.
Yeah.
So now it's been 2 months since you joined the program. How is he getting on with this? Have you noticed, how's he getting on with his goals? What's your life like now?
It's much more better. His hyperactivity has reduced, and I'm still hoping for more reduction. Alhamdulillah, for so far. For his sleep, he has improved as well a lot with the supplement and all that. And for waiting in the bed, it has improved as well. It's on and off, but then we managing it.
Brilliant. So I remember you saying that you've had 7 nights in a row where he hadn't wet the bed.
Yes. He can go a whole week without wetting bed. Yeah, he can go a whole week without wetting bed at all for a whole week, which is fantastic. And sometimes, yeah, like I say, it's much better than before anyway.
And I remember when we were last speaking, you were showing me your son reading a book for like 20-30 minutes. So, and you said you were so surprised that where he was always so hyperactive and jumping up and down the room, he didn't have enough energy. He was always looking for food. He was always on the go. And now he can just sit calmly and read a book for 20-30 minutes. And you just...
Yeah. Now he has more words. He sit down, he will sit and then go through the book by himself, just sit down calmly, which is very good. Yeah, alhamdulillah.
And before, with his speech, where you said he was non-verbal before starting the program, is he now speaking some sentences? Can you describe like what's the longest?
Before the program, he has few words. Okay. Yeah, I must say he had few words, but then now he has more words, I would say. Yeah, so now he has more words and making few little sentences like I want this, I want food. So yeah.
I remember you saying he surprised you so much when he said, "I want red apple."
Yeah, because he know exactly which one he wants. Yeah. I had green and red one, and I initially offered him the green one, and he was like, "I want red apple."
Oh gosh! So much progress in 2 months.
Yeah.
Has that surprised you with how much progress he's made on the program so quickly?
Yes, of course. I've always been positive with my foods if he has the right help.
Yeah.
So there's much. I can see a lot of potentials in him, but then we need the right help to guide him and to help him with the supplement and all that. So yeah, the program has helped me with the supplement because I didn't know them before. So then couple with other stuff you recommend.
And I think the biggest change with your son is when we switched his diet and we healed his gut.
Yes.
That is a big behavior.
Yes, that is big. The diet is a big doing a big impact on him. So obviously I'm still working on the diet. But then I can say the diet is a big change here.
That's been like the major breakthrough.
Yeah.
When we started with your son, we tried a few different things, and I remember we recommended, oh, let's try this, and then I asked you how the weekend was, and you're like, it went worse. It was a few different diets before we cracked it and what's best for him. And now calmer, he can speak sentences. He's gone a whole week without wetting the bed now. He is not hyperactive, and he's got that improved focus.
Yeah.
How has that changed your life now, seeing him like this and making such...
Obviously, it's less stressful because I was really stressed. Before he was like, there was this particular time because with my foods, he be okay and then he regress back and then be okay and then he regress back. So when he is like in the worst of situation, just before the program, I was said he was like running around, going from the kitchen to the toilet, from the toilet to the room to the seat. So I have to be around, follow him everywhere because he's gonna mess up everywhere he goes. So it was really stressful for me. But Alhamdulillah, now he's a bit calmer and it give me less stress. And obviously, in the night, I can also sleep better as well because once he sleep, I have a baby, yes, but then I know that it's just the baby I have to deal with, not baby and my food together. It can be really, really stressful. But Alhamdulillah, is things getting better. Yeah, Alhamdulillah.
If you have a child who was sleeping 9:30 to 1 a.m. and waking and sometimes staying awake the whole night, now that he's sleeping 9:30 to 6:30 some days, and 10 till 7 other days, it's just life changing.
Yes, exactly. Because I'm able to sleep. It's before you can see in my eyes in the day, like I'm really tired, like exhausted because of lack of sleep. So yeah, Alhamdulillah. Now, when once my full sleep, he's asleep. What made me choose the program? I'm looking for solution for him. I'm looking anyhow I can help him to improve his situation and to better my situation as well. Because if he's not, if his situation is not getting better, then obviously I'm highly stressed, and then I cannot, and then I'm worried about the future for him as well. So I just want to help him the best way I could.
So, so you weren't getting the help from the schools or enough from the NHS, and you were still looking for a solution. So, what made you choose this program is I was giving you. I think what makes this program so unique is the understanding of the biological causes of autism, and then working on that to actually heal him from the inside. So it's not therapies; it's a solution. Is that what made you really gravitate towards the program? Okay. And do you have any other advice for parents who are maybe in a similar situation? Maybe a child's wet in the bed, or they're non-verbal, or very hyperactive. Do you have any advice for those parents about what they should do next? And
the advice I will say is I will ask them to go for it, to join your program, and then they will learn a lot, and then the children will, the child will improve as well if with patience and following the instructions. So yeah, that's the advice I will give.
do you so you think the program has been worth it? Like, are you happy with the results you see in your son?
Yes, it's worth it. Of course, it's worth it. Alhamdulillah, for anything that give you the joy of what you've spent.
Thank you so much. And do you recommend the program to other parents?
Yes, I do, and I did forward them. I forward to some people. So hopefully, like you said, some they want to see the product. They want to see the positive part of it from someone before they can enroll themselves. So some will say, "Oh, have you tried?" And I say, "Yeah, alhamdulillah, I've tried. You've known my son before." So, and obviously, I didn't get time to take him out for people to see him now. So, and the other day, my friend, we went to visit her, and I was like, "Oh, my foot has changed. She's a bit calmer now. Oh, what's going on?" So I told her about the program and said, "Oh, that's good. And it's worth it. Thank you very much."